And yeah, these are things that
But
the cell phone
these
has
things
taught
we
them.
have to decide early on, because as soon as they're going to enter the age of 5, 6, 7, when they start to learn languages a lot more, they're going to demand cell phones a lot more, is what I feel. Because the child that I was talking about, he was probably in his first standard right now, so around 6, 7 years of age. And if we go just with the flow and we try to appease his demands every time, it's going to be very challenging. And so the kind of content that is out there, we have to put child locks and all kinds of filters. And gaming is another problem, because there's so much violence that children get exposed to. I remember we used to be exposed to so much violence in childhood. Like bloodshed used to be, actually it used to be cool for guys to be more exposed to bloodshed. Like, look at me, I'm more manly because I can tolerate a lot of bloodshed on the screen. These used to be the definitions. Yeah.
I'm not aware about
And
this.
even if I cut my hand, I'm more manly if I say that I don't feel pain. These kind of definitions used to be a lot more prevalent earlier. Now they've changed. Like, I wouldn't be a lot more blatantly loud about it, that, oh, it's cut. Right now I wouldn't be, but earlier, yes. These used to be the kind of definitions that used to be very prevalent in the teenagers and early tweens also, perhaps. Like, look at me, mard ko dard nahi hota hai, I'm more manly, you're less, so I'm
also because of the
alpha, something
entertainment
like that.
industry.
Yeah, it's because of the entertainment industry, and it begins with gaming and movies and serials. But I think the entire definition paradigm has changed a lot in the past, probably 7 to 12 years. So I think that's a really good thing again. Coming back to the main topic, which is cell phone and screen times, and applying good filters so that the children are not getting exposed to information and content that is more of a traumatizing experience for them. What kind of approach have you planned, or have you thought of this, or can you share what might be the approach that you would want to take regarding things like gaming? Because I remember me and Chinmay used to game a lot. We used to go to his parents' clinic, and we used to find at least 1 hour once a week probably. And we used to be doing multiplayer gaming on that one small Windows 95 desktop, and it used to be fun. But yes, again, there were games like Doom which were very violent, which I used to play. But right now, things are completely changed. I don't play games at all. I don't enjoy watching horror movies. I don't enjoy watching gore and bloodshed and all. And that has been like, it's a hard change. It's a change that has emerged from the depth. And it has been like 2 years now since I've stopped watching violent things. Even if there is a small advertisement on television, I don't enjoy it. It's because if I feel that it's going to change my biology, it's going to change the way that my cells are interacting with each other. If I have that kind of an awareness, then I can bring that same awareness in my child tomorrow.
Exactly.
So have
Is
you
it
thought of
very-
something like that?
So, is it very bad, or is it? Am I a bad person to say if I still enjoy gaming? Or
No, not at all.
I'm joking.
Like,
Kidding aside,
like-
as long as I think it's all okay to enjoy action, gore, blood, horror, whatever you want.
Whatever.
As long as you know it's not real,
right.
right? I think the key difference earlier in our childhood की we used to feel अरे हे असं real होतं. असे AK-47s घेऊन random हे होतं.
Yeah.
Right? But it's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real. As long as you have that difference in your mind very, very clear, you're okay.
Exactly.
In terms of screen time, I have a simple funda कि delay it as much as you can. It is unavoidable. But जेवढं तुम्ही controllable करू शकता. And it is good for you as well, because you will get to think of like multiple ideas to play with your kid, just for him to avoid screen time. If it's an unavoidable circumstances, then you cannot.
So all you need is some creative ideas to engage the child
You
with
need only
other.
dabbas and balls
Yeah.
and plastic
That's it.
bags,
That's it.
nothing.
You just
Maybe a few papers and crayons.
Take the kid to the kitchen, let him play with whatever he wants, remove the knives and all of this. My kid does that. He plays like hours with the kitchen equipment.
Don't give him knives.
And knives. I remove knives before he.
That is one horror movie we definitely don't want to watch.
Basically,
Okay.
the other day, my son had opened up some 7 to 8 bars of soaps, and they were all lying open like that only. And we started playing with those bars of soaps. We started playing dominoes with them. We started playing Jengas with them. We started creating all sort of stuff. And it was fun mentioned, you don't need expensive stuff to play with kids.
Okay.
One advice: don't buy these games and all.
Okay.
Please
But
don't buy.
kharcha karo.
Use the environment and everyday
No,
objects. make it
we've
more
gone through
creative
it and
interesting.
we wasted a lot of money on it. To be very honest.
And they're not interested in it. at
Not
all.
interested. I got my kid a ball pit. Now he plays with it. But then he was least interested. He went to the kitchen, played with his all those plates and spoons and all. Like, yeah, this is much more fun for him because kids love something which makes a noise, right? So just at least in the first 1.5 years, at least you let the kid play with your household stuff.
Okay.
He or she will definitely be very interested. I think screen time, as I said it, you at some point in time you have to give it,
Right.
or the kid will get it from somewhere
Somewhere
else.
else.
How you position that screen time is very important. If you position that as a reward of a job well done, probably it might help.
Yeah.
If you position that as रोज तुला एवढा वेळ खेळ तर तू खेळ, then probably it's not great, right? But then if you say, म्हणजे I can tell you my example, right? My mom used to tell me की अरे तुला गेम खेळायचा आहे ना, तू 5 ते 8 क्लिनिक मध्ये गेम खेळ, पण तू 4 you have to, after your classes, before 5 you need to complete your homework, you need to complete your test, whatever, and it has to be all well done. Only and only then you will be able to play your game, whatever.
Okay.
Right? So it's how you narrate it, it's how you position it. Ata, my kid, I am very happy to say, like, my kid doesn't care about mobile. Literally, there have been instances कि I have been playing with my kid, me PlayStation लावले game खेळतो, and he's least bothered.
Okay,
About
that's
it.
great.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Right? He's least bothered. He's not even कि तो remote शी खेळतो just because it's something new for him. कि तो त्याला मारतो, कि ते joystick हलवून बघतो. But he doesn't, TV वर काय चालू आहे त्याला काहीच दिसत नसतं. म्हणजे so he plays around me, तो काहीतरी खेळत असतो, मग पण मध्ये मध्ये
तो रमलेला असतो
तो
त्याच्या
रमलेला असतो.
नादामध्ये.
पण आता I would like to continue it. So कारण see, as parents you cannot forget yourself as individuals.
Yeah, that is one important point that we can.
तुला जे
conclude,
आवडतं
right?
नाही आवडतं ते तुला करायलाच पाहिजे.
Like
But
for
then-
some parents, it becomes like their entire world. Like what the child is, it becomes their identity. And I know such people. Like they're recognized by their parents, their children's accomplishments. But I think we have to also balance our individuality, our aspirations, and
career,
ambitions.
everything. Yeah,
Never
you need
forget
to have
that.
your own goals.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right. So parenting is like. Sorry for using the word project, but it's not a project in a way, but it is one part of your life.
Exactly,
Right?
it's part of your life.
Yeah.
And you know Girija Oak, right? The
Yeah,
actress.
yes.
So when I came back to work after my maternity break, we had this amazing session where I used to talk with moms and how they dealt with the after postpartum and other issues like
Okay.
starting work again.
Alright.
So basically, there is a very big guilt associated with working moms. That अच्छा तू काम करायला आलीस, तुला रडू नाही येते का? तुला वाईट नाही वाटत आहे का?
Oh.
So these were questions that people used to ask me also in office.
Right.
And I was like, "Nee, I'm okay." I used to.
So
I used
you
to
start to
enjoy
second
that
guess
break.
whether maybe I should be at home. You start to question yourself.
Huh, but I used to enjoy that break away from my kid because that was my individual space. And even now also, when I do theatre, when I give time to myself, it is something that I really want my child to learn from me, that place yourself above everything else. Don't take decisions for me, don't take decisions for your father, don't take decisions for someone you love, take decisions for yourself.
Right.
Because I guess as individuals we've always made decisions based on somebody else's circumstances. की,
Yeah.
हा मी हे का नाही केलं कारण की माझ्या घरी असं होतं, मी हे नाही करू शकली कारण की यांनी नाही म्हटलं, मी हे नाही केलं कारण की हे
That is
सगळं होतं.
actually one important point, and if I may pause you there for a moment, one of the things that has changed a lot over the past 3 decades is that there used to be kaka, atya, mama, mami close by or in the same house. Like there used to be joint families of 30 and 50 people. And I remember like so many decisions that my parents made were influenced 80% by all the relatives who were staying close by.
Right.
And they didn't have the discretion to take their own decisions. They didn't have the freedom even, I would say, to take their own decisions. So it was like just one big stream of people going along.
I think that's very common in the joint family.
And now the thing has changed us so much. The change is so vast that if I don't know what I want, I'm just going to end up not doing anything. And not doing anything is not good. Like you have to do something, right? Like life has so many opportunities and so many possibilities, and if you don't even try, how would you know? And so you have to have like your own individuality and thought processes, and without which you cannot take decisions and you cannot achieve good things in life. So I think this is really I really appreciate this approach. Like you have to have some kind of a decision making mechanism instilled right from the childhood itself. So
As you mentioned, joint families, I guess it comes with its own pros and cons.
Yeah.
Like I live in a very huge joint family right now. Like we have different homes very close together. म्हणजे आमचं सगळ्या रोज भेटणं होतं, रोज जेवणं एकत्र होतात, सगळं एकत्र होतं. So Vedansh, when he was growing up, obviously he was a very like a peak COVID time baby. The one thing that always pestered me was that will he be afraid of people? Will he be a social child? Will he be like able to interact? Because all these things came along with COVID as we were isolated.
Correct.
But growing up in a joint family, he is, I guess, wonderful around people. Like he knows who his Abba is, who is Aji, and he wants them. He wants his Kaka, he wants his Kaku, he wants his Maushi. He wants everyone to be around him. And there are multiple things that he learns from every individual.
Yeah.
So that I guess makes him the more, and it says that it takes a village to raise a child. So that comes very cool for me, because I have seen mothers being very much pressured about bringing up a child. Like you have to wake up at this time, you have to feed him at this time. But having a village supporting me, I never knew how my baby was brought up.
See, the grass is always greener on the other side. So, like, I come from a nuclear family. I used to, like, and I have